Greetings in the wonderful name of our Lord Jesus Christ. Welcome to our marriage series. Today I just want to talk about marriage and finances. Marriage and finances. It is believed that finances is one of the biggest problem that causes conflicts and split in marriages. Finances, how we deal with finances in marriage is one of the biggest problem that has caused breakups in marriage, that has caused even divorces. How we handle finances, this is a very crucial issue. So as we fasten our belts, just think about how do you handle your finance with your spouse. How is your finances? How do you do it? Praise be to God. We're just gonna help each other today. I just want to read the scripture from Genesis chapter 2, verse 22. It says that the man says, this is Genesis 2 verse 23. The man said, this is now bone of my bones and flesh of my flesh. She shall be called woman, for she was taken out of man. Verse 24. That is why a man leaves his father and mother and is united to his wife, and they become one flesh. Adam and his wife were both naked and they felt no shame. Verse 24 says, that is why a man leaves his father and mother and is united to his wife, and they become one flesh. So in the previous series, I said that without living, it is difficult to unite. Without living, it is difficult to build trust, to build a strong and a successful marriage. And the goal of the marriage, when a man is living and the wife is also living, her parents, the goal of the marriage is so that we can become one. So some of the conflicts that we have, some of the challenges that we are having, the fights that we are having in marriage, is the fight to be one, the fight to think the same, the fight to work together, the fight to consider one another, the fight to communicate, the fight to build a healthy family, the fight that your spouse may understand you and you may understand him. So may the Lord help us. How do we deal with finances in marriage? This is one of the most crucial thing in marriage. There are spouses that have got they say that this is my money. The wife has got her own money and the husband has got her own money. When I got married in 2011, we had a bachelor's party. So on the bachelor's party, I just had some elders that were just giving me advice, as were just having some rice, some barbecue. So they were just talking to me a day before my wedding. And when it came to finances, they say that when it comes to finances, you must have your own way of dealing with finances with your spouse. I really like that advice. I admire that advice. I thought they were just gonna tell me exactly what I must do, but they said you must find your own way of dealing with finances. It's something that works for you, a program that works for you as a married couple. But what is very important in marriage to know that the finances that comes into your home, they belong to all of us. Because you remember, if you see where we read, to say that a man shall leave his wife. And it is this scripture was written to the men because someone was saying it is believed that men struggle to leave their family, they struggle to leave their parents, their father and mother. But the ladies, they are ready, they are ready to leave. They want to be with their spouse, but men is like a struggle. So what I'm trying to say is that when you come together, you are now one flesh. People just jump into marriage. They even confess this in their weddings, but they don't feel like they are one. They don't feel like they are one flesh. They don't want to plan together when it comes to finances. I talk to a lot of couples, especially ladies, when a man is making more money, and they will even say that the man doesn't even tell him about how he uses his finances. He can just help those that he want to do. He can send money to certain people that he want, and he never involve me. This couple have got a lot of money that I even feel that no, man, this wife is not even supposed to complain because they've got a lot of money. But it offends that the husband just does his own thing. He can just like do like certain projects, and she is not involved, you know what I mean. So her concerns are not involved, so she's so hurt, and she's so up sometimes so upset about that. This is happening in a lot of like couples that we talk to, that we counsel, that it is very very important to work together. Remember, you have become one flesh. But Adam said, this is bone of my bone and flesh my flesh. Sometimes feel that even the poverty mentality, it really affects us, that we become insecure when it comes to finance. Whereas if we work together, if we plan together, it helps us a lot. Yes, when I got married, I could struggle a little bit to be open, but later I really realized that it's more profitable to be open to your wife when it comes to finances. I had an incident that really touched me the other day. We went to buy some things in Spa, so I gave my wife like money to buy the groceries. So when I gave her money to buy the groceries, and I told her that I no longer have money. So she took the groceries, and when she was paying at the till point, she had a shortage of about 20 or 25 rands. So she wanted now to them to return some of the goods. So I was standing by her, and I retrieved a 50 rands. When I said, no, you don't need to return the other stuff. You just use these 50 rands. And she looked at me with this anger, with this disappointment, and I knew that I was in trouble. So when we came out of Spa or the supermarket, then she said that, but you said you no longer have anything. But why is it that you said you have, so you were lying to me? So you lied to me about finances. You said you have nothing now, but when I had a shortage, you retrieved 50 rands. I thought she was gonna thank me for helping her out when she had shortage, but that day it was already things were already dark. It was like dark in my house. Things were already bad because of that issue of the 50 rands. So I realized later that it is not more about it was not more about just helping her out when she was in that situation, but it was more of trust. It was more of like lying. So these are the things that really affect our spouses when we have got certain monies and we don't want to disclose them. We don't want to be transparent. I realize that our spouses, they feel like you don't trust them. They feel like we are not together. They feel they can have everything. They can have everything, but if we don't want to be like transparent when it comes to finances, they sometimes some take it so hard because they feel like no, I'm thinking we are together, but we are not together. And they might even feel like, no, it seems you are planning with the other person. You trust the other people out there, but you don't trust me. I have even seen like certain couples that even say that. My husband trusts his brothers, he trusts his parents, he trusts his sisters when it comes to finances, but when it comes to me, he doesn't talk about finances, just does his own thing. So it is very very important to be open when it comes to finances. I'm open with I try by all means. I might not be 100% because there are some few surprises sometimes here there that I might want to do to my wife, but I generally I'm open. We are open to each other when it comes to finance. So when finances have come, I remember even these guys, the Chiriseres, who wrote a book about marriage. They, on the topic of finances, they say that the moment the finances come to the Chiriseres, that the moment the money hits our home, that money belongs to the family. It doesn't belong to the wife. It doesn't belong to the husband, but it belongs to all of us. It belongs to the family. No, it doesn't matter how you got it. It doesn't matter how you have worked it, but as long as it has come to the family, it belongs to all of us. It is very very important. So there are certain challenges that happens when it comes to finances. Normally the backgrounds of people has got a lot to do with how we deal with finances. You're gonna realize that certain people, maybe they've got this saving mentality. So when you come now to being together, maybe the other spouse always want to save and the other one who maybe want to spend. I also had struggles because of where I come from, where finances were very scarce. So coming from another country into South Africa, and we have come to work, and things were not so alright at home. So when I got married, most of the time when I get money, I just want to save. I'm just thinking of like saving. Yes, my wife, yes, we want to save, but there are times when we just want to take our children out. Sometimes we just want to go and eat at a restaurant. Before it was like a little bit hard because I just feel like saving all the time. So different backgrounds they affect. But I also saw how they were doing with the father and then the mother of my spouse. So when I come here, I see once in a while they go to space, they go to restaurants. So this is the life that they grew up in. I grew up in rural areas. There was no restaurant. We did not know anything about restaurant. We were eating from the farms. We were eating corn. We were eating like pumpkins. We were eating like all these kinds of like agricultural stuff. So we did not know about going to restaurants. Yes, when I started to work, of course, here and there we'll go. We have takeaways here and there, but not this going and sitting in the restaurant was not so common. But with the side of my wife, they know that at least once per week or twice per week they'll go and eat in a restaurant. So somehow you have to adjust when it comes to that. And even taking children out, taking children to the parks, to the crocodile farms, to the lions, to the zoos and whatever. My wife has really pushed me on those areas. Going to tourist places here and there, I realized that it really refreshes. Even going to holidays, going for camping, going on holidays, it was like something. When we were talking about holidays, in our country, when children are coming from going for holidays, they are coming from towns, and they go to rural areas to work in the farms. That is what we're calling like holidays, not these ones where you go or to a hotel, like to a lodge, and go in a camping. These are some things that I haven't grown up doing. So backgrounds really affects when it comes to finances, but you must just like find each other. So people have got also like a personal taste of money. You also have like these people that are maybe the spouse want like expensive things, and the other spouse just want to save. So you must try to meet in between. Someone was even giving these tips that when you know that your spouse want this expensive brands, maybe wants the Nikes, the Adidas, all these like nice brands that are like expensive, and the other one wants like cheap things and whatever. What you do is you discuss these things, you work according to what you are able to do, and you can also even go now and look for sales. You look for bargains. You look for those places that are selling those things, so that you can buy those Nikes, you can buy those Adidas, those Pumas, and whatever other brands at like a cheaper price. So you have to like meet in between. So we have got different tastes of finances. We've got different as couples might also have different mindset of finances. Like what I said, that some the other couple, maybe whenever you get money, you just want to save. So you end up like overdoing it. The other one also want to spend. So they can be a couple that is a saver, and there's a couple that is a spender. Yes, that is good. That is actually a good balance. I feel that is even dangerous to have like a couple that is just like having a saving mentality, not like a spending mentality. You need that balance. It's actually a healthy balance. It's not a problem. So it is very, very important to understand each other, to understand the backgrounds that people are coming from, the personal taste that people have, the mindset of when it comes to finances. And it is very important to hear each other. It is important to hear each other. Yes, like what I said, that I used to struggle. Sometimes when we have worked and we got the money, maybe my wife said, no, I think I really feel like I need like John Dory today. That I think I need like sushi today, or I think we need space today. Sometimes I'll freak out because in my mindset, I just feel like we want to save, or it feels like we must take our children out for games and whatever. I had to realize that no, I need to have that balance, and I must also like so you've got the spouses that are just carefree when it comes to finances, and you've got the spouses that are so considerate. For example, so you have got maybe certain husbands that they can just like make decisions concerning finances, and the wife doesn't even like say anything about the finances. As long as she gets a grocery, as long as she gets what she needs, she doesn't care about any other things. You have got such spouses that they just don't care about the about the finance, how you're gonna spend, as long as she got what she wants. And you also even have certain ladies that they feel like a bed, that let's say it is the husband that is making a lot of money, they feel like they have no say, they don't need any say in terms of the money that the husband is working. But that is not right. You have a say. Your comments are needed, your suggestions are needed, because you are one couple, you are like one flesh, you are building your family, you are building your marriage. So your say is very, very important. Yes, you might be carefree, but you need to come to the party. We can actually also help your husband, because it's not always that when a husband is like is working and is making money, is gonna be so constructive, or gonna do well when it comes to the management of the finance. You get like husbands that are making a lot of money, and they've got a wife that can help in the planning of the finances, directing the finances into the right things, into the right areas, coming with a good balance in the way you spend the finances and in the way you save. That is very, 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 very important. I've got a relative of mine that was making like a lot of money. He was making a lot of money and buying a lot of expensive cars, but later on he was just diagnosed with cancer and started to be sick. When he started to be sick, all the money went for the treatment of that sickness. Then after that, he died. When he died, then we realized that they did not even they didn't even buy a house of their own. They did not even have a house of their own. The wife was just at home, as long as she just gets what she needs, that was fine. So we even realized that no, the wife could even help, that these finances could have been used even to buy a house. Now that husband just died and no one was now working, the wife was not working, all of a sudden they were forced even to sell the expensive the expensive car, so it just has to survive. And even for the funeral, even to handle the funeral, they just had to sell the expensive cars, and they were left with nothing, because the wife was just like a carefree person. She did not care about how the finances are used, as long as she just get what you want. So you need to help. We need to help each other. The wife must come to the party. May the Lord bless us when it comes to how we use our finances. We're going to continue tomorrow concerning our finances, but may the Lord help us. And just remember that we might have different backgrounds, we might have a different mindset. When it comes to finances, we must have different personal tastes, but it is important to meet in between. It is important to discuss. May the Lord richly bless you.